Alright, I saw y'all ask me to send a build planner, but I'm too lazy to recreate this. So instead I figured I'd just make a quick video. So premise of the build is we're going for non-crit instead of crit and a lot of damage over time. So we're just picking up some generic spell damage, taking this less damage taken on low life, that's really important. In the druid tree, grabbing these attunement stats, that's really important. A little bit of extra health. We're skipping that last point because we don't want to get the health on spellcast because it's annoying and can put us out of our endurance threshold. This is what Shaman tree looks like. We're grabbing some cold stuff, some spell damage, taking this spell damage per active totem because it adds up a lot, along with this cast speed just to make the clear a little bit better, and taking a lot of attunement. I may dump some more points in here to get a little bit more mana regen because it'll be a little bit more comfy, but I haven't felt the need to do that, and that'll probably come out of here. Currently level 99, have one more level to go. Skills, probably about what you're expecting. So for Gathering Storm, we're going for the cold variant with the cold pin, some more cold pin down here. Yeah, and just a little bit of damage, that kind of stuff. Thorn Totem, getting as many Thorn Totems as we can, giving them a little bit of extra life, giving them some armor shred. Other than that, they're just really here to proc the extra spell damage. Tornado, this is the main part of our build, really. So we're getting as much mana efficiency as we can because this is a super expensive spell. Aspect of the storm stuff. Getting this extra lightning range means that you really don't need the stationary tornado, and I don't care about my tornado damage, so I ignore the fire tornado. But other than that, yeah, just duration and the double cast. So this is for mobility. If you take these nodes up here, though, it also can clear pretty well, so if you just jump over a bunch of enemies, it'll generally kill them. Getting the immunity so we can jump over bad things and ignore them. A little bit of extra damage, get the frenzy because it's nice. Stormcrow, so this is what's giving us our shock on the enemy, which procs the 5% reduction from our tree. So that's kind of nice. Also gives us a little bit of spell damage. I take this in intellect node so that it gives me 20 intellect for my 2 crows, so that's an extra 80% ward retention, which is pretty nice. And then they die a lot, so I took this, but honestly this is pointless. They're going to die a lot anyway, just resummon them. If you didn't know, this still counts if they're dead, but not like despawned. So it doesn't matter if they die, you just occasionally respawn them, and then they'll die instantly, and it doesn't matter. Yeah, gear. So we're taking Frostbite on hit large idols, although I'm going to get a Throne of Ambition. That's what I'm farming for right now, which would be a lot better than one of these. The best thing you can get otherwise would be this one. Like this one is Frostbite on hit and the cold damage, but it doesn't really make that big of a difference. You want one large with the chance to spawn a Thorn Totem. With how much we hit, this is 6 totems always, it doesn't matter. And then just vitality resistances. So I have no physical resistances on my gear, so I just grab it all here. And then since I'm not going for crit, I took a singularity here. Yep, usual low life stuff, so Frostbite, Shackles, Last Steps, and Exsanguinous. These two are pretty okay because of the cold resistance. These are actually really good. Ideally, though, I would add Attunement to both of these. That would make this a lot better, but I haven't gotten any LP Frostbite Shackles since these, and I didn't land what I wanted, so it's fine. Helmet, just health, attunement, spell damage. This is actually really good. I like that it adds the frailty on hit, adds a good bit of tankiness. The elemental resistances kind of does nothing because whenever we have our totem up, we have a whole bunch of extra resistances, so that's doing nothing. But yeah, just health on all pieces that we can get it. Attunement, elemental damage. Well, our best is cold damage, but then elemental damage and spell damage is close behind that, just slightly behind. Yeah, pretty much same thing for the belt. Try to get mana regen as a prefix on here because we can't really get another useful damage mod, so that helps out a whole lot. Same kind of thing for the relic, attunement, damage. And then staff, try to get the shock on hit because that's converted to frostbite, so that gives you a pretty good chunk of it, as well as the cold pin, so that adds up to be quite a lot. Just run through quick thing. What does this have? Enemies are deadly. So pretty much the way I do this, I just hop around, summon a few tornadoes. They'll summon my my totems for me automatically. Give me frenzy so I can summon them a little bit faster. See here, the DPS is pretty solid. I'm able to pretty easily kill. This is at, I think, 250 corruption on this timeline, but I'm on 350-ish on the other one, and I'm still able to kill bosses just fine. It's very tanky. You can kind of just ignore what enemies are doing. It doesn't really matter. And the clear range on these tornadoes is actually massive. In fact, I can try to show that a little bit, so let's go find it. So like these enemies are here. If I summon this thing here, it's still hitting them. So it's still hitting them. So like, that's why the stationary tornadoes don't matter. Your tornado damage itself is irrelevant. All you care about is the storm bolt damage. So, yep, that's pretty much the build. Hop around, kill things. Pretty straightforward.